It's the Chain Gang Sports Show, and we're coming to you on a Monday. And man, let me tell you, sports action has never been better, at least this year, in my opinion. You got NBA, NHL, playoff action, so much to talk about coming off the weekend. It's the Chain Gang Sports Show, broadcast from the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio, powered by the U.S. News and Entertainment Network. Things are truly better with us.
Good evening, everyone. We are live from the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. That's right. We are ready to take your calls. 386-251-8100. Let's hear from you. Here we go. Call 386-251-8100. Let's go. Call now.
Johnny Montecarlo with you on this Monday night. We got Tommy Thunder in the studio, and on special assignment, Karaoke Cortney going to be joining us throughout the show live via remote here in the Palm Coast area. We like to do. Oh, doing great. Good to hear you.
What's up, Court? Coming
in nice and clear. I tell you what, the Chain Gang Sports Show, we appreciate your your follows, and sharing. And sharing is caring. And subscribing, too. That's always good. Tommy Thunder, Karaoke Cortney.
Amazing weekend.
I'm not sure what you guys watched. There was so much to watch. That would press your DVR into action there.
Yeah, but Knicks, of course I watched the Knicks.
Well, the Knicks.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, since we last talked about it, Thursday night after we left, you and I were driving.
Right.
Talking on the radio, and I couldn't believe when I saw the score. Up by 50 points. I just couldn't believe it. And it wound up finished. I think they won by 51.
Yeah.
Area 51, they call it.
And what is it? Scott Van Pelt, SVP there on Sports Center?
Yeah.
Last night was talking about it. He said he was in his car with his wife. They were coming back from dinner, and they saw that halftime show. And they were, not halftime show, but the halftime score.
Yeah.
And said that they were astonished.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a record-setting thing. You don't come back from that.
No. And then Game 7s, boy.
3 of them.
Jaylen Brown eating the bit of soup. He was angry about that, saying that, that the officiating cost them. Embiid played like Embiid can play, and then, of course, they accused him of flopping. He does do a lot of flopping. For a big man, it's so noticeable when a 7'2", 300-pound man's flopping around on the floor. It's just not normal.
That's it. A healthy Embiid gets you a win, indeed, and that's exactly.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. I had that's a reach.
Yeah, that was but reached.
But I got to tell you, it's great. The playoff action, though, you have to admit, both in the NHL and NBA. Somewhat unprecedented the way we're seeing these 7-game series. They're going the distance.
It's incredible. And the only I say this because there's 2 things that I was listening to today on the Rich Eisen show. Was at the end of that game, Maxey was coming back defensively and he fell into Embiid's knee, and his knee did buckle. I mean, that was a real impact. Usually I call him a flop because he does flop, and he's a little bit of a hypochondriac, but this knee was definitely buckled. So hopefully he'll be struggling with that. But the biggest thing that
Anthony Edwards is going to be ready for game 1.
I know, but they just had a big announcement out of Philadelphia, because if you saw after the game press conference, Embiid, first words out of his mouth were asking the Philly fans not to sell their tickets
to Knicks fans. Yeah.
So what did the Philadelphia 76er ownership do? Anybody who buys tickets from outside of the Philadelphia area will be reimbursed and not be able to get those tickets. If their credit card address does not have a Philadelphia address, they get their money back, and because they want no Knicks fans there. Just last time the Knicks embarrassed them.
I mean, that's kind of hard to police.
But Eisen said that they can, because they're looking to see where the credit card receipts are and sending the money back and giving them their money back.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
It's almost like, hey, we'll pay you not to show up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Karaoke Cortney, how do you feel about that one there?
So I was disappointed that the Celtics lost. That was a close game, though.
Yeah, we were disappointed for you. I know I was. I cried.
Oh, yeah, you were cheering along.
But they had a key piece of their offense missing.
Jason
the
Tatum.
Celtics.
Yeah, come on. That's a huge loss. And what's surprising is when Boston shoots over 32% from 3-point, they're virtually undefeated. Game 7s, they're 32. I mean, they had some crazy number.
Yeah, some lopsided.
Yeah,
in
and
their
against Philadelphia, Game 7s at home, they were undefeated. Against Philadelphia hasn't beaten them in a playoff since 1982.
82. That's going
That's
back
like
ways.
Dr. J.
Yeah, that's the
Courtney,
Dr. J.
were you born? You weren't
era.
even born yet.
Oh,
you weren't even
man.
a thought. Was your mother even born yet?
Just a mere 44 years ago. But
I gotta break in for just a second.
that's the Celtic fans.
Yeah.
We started the show here talking about people calling in, and we have to make sure people understand that there's no phones tonight. This is the Monday night show, so if you call in, you get an answering machine.
That's pretty disappointing. You know why this is happening? Because he's a little fatigued because he was at the Miami Grand Prix, big shooter producer. All expenses paid.
He was telling me about that this morning earlier, and he said he didn't have to make the drive because that is a long drive.
He doesn't do any driving. I drove in the car with his wife drives. He sits in the passenger seat. This guy.
We'll have to get the producer a personal valet.
I'm chauffeured.
And his wife was so funny. And Grit's right from Germany, so she was happy Mercedes got to win. And she was excited because she's very into her heritage.
Well, he was, from my understanding, our producer was hanging out with the Ferrari people.
He was in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
I was rubbing elbows.
Putting a German into the Italian booth. That's kind of a thing. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall. I almost grabbed the
Were you eating one of those $100 hot dogs that I
We
briefly
we
saw?
were actually at
Steakhouse.
Fuego de Chao, I think is how you pronounce it, down in Fort Lauderdale.
And they have one up in
and they have one in Jackson. They actually have several around.
That's a Brazilian steakhouse.
Right? Initially, it was Brazilian. Now it's headquartered out of Texas to be in the United States.
Right, but do they come to the table with it on a skewer?
Oh yeah, they come to the table with all different cuts of meat.
Right, but on skewers.
Skewers, right, and they cut the piece off that you want.
Look at Courtney, her mouth's watering.
And it was crazy.
She's a foodie.
It was crazy. It was amazing.
Foodie, yeah.
And we also, while I was there, main reason I was there with my wife was that the Live Workshop Play show from Joe Mullins, which will air, well, I'm not sure exactly when it will air. I'm assuming probably this weekend. We were recording it on site.
Oh, that's cool. So it was actually a work trip, so you can write that off.
I don't have anything to write off.
Yeah, all expenses paid. They're just asking for the receipts. Double dipping. The producer's double dipping.
He knows all the loopholes.
Yeah,
what can I say? That's why he's the producer.
That's right. What
Much respect to the producer.
Absolutely. That's why he's the big shot.
In any form of media.
Could we say that again?
Much respect to the producer.
No,
whoever the producer is on your show, give them props because they deserve it.
Wouldn't be here without him.
That's right.
Oh Lord, here we go. He'll never get out the door. Just letting you know.
There we go. We would just put that. What was that? The back in the old days, the Indian head up and the multicolored bars and the please stand by technical difficulties.
Never heard of
that'd be the whole 30-minute show.
Listen, the Raptors and Cleveland. Cleveland looked good.
Cleveland did look good. Jared Allen, what was that, 20?
Jared Allen scares
points?
me. He's a big man that can play, shoot the outside. He can handle the rock. He's young. He's got a lot of hops. That team scares me. I mean, they do. They got kids that can shoot from the outside. They got
I'll tell you what scares me.
The beard.
Post-game interview with James Harden. All you see is his bottom lip. It's all
barely.
How does that man eat a bowl of soup? I'd like to know.
You're very careful.
Yeah.
Speaking of slurping, the
Through a
Courtney could be
straw.
drinking like a coffee or something cold, and it's the loudest thing you've ever heard in your life. They sit next to it, it's over here in the mic.
Like when I finish a good vibe shake.
Yeah, exactly right.
Hey,
he's the guy with the straw.
Yeah. The wide body straw too, high volume. It's like a 4-barrel carburetor.
I get the peanut butter cookie from Good Vibes, and pieces of cookie go down that big hole. Goes right to you. I almost died.
I'm not going to pursue that statement any further. Yeah.
Leave that one alone.
Let's move on to James Harden's point output. 18 points, and we just got through talking
with
about
only
him
one lip.
not showing up. Yeah, with just the bottom lip there. He'll give you a little lip, but not much.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Well, I tell you, I think Cleveland Detroit's going to be a good series.
Cleveland might surprise you.
And the Knicks Sixers is going to be a good series. You know what I love what Mike Brown did, going back to the Knicks?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Boy.
They made Big Cat is now playing point center. So everything's going through him, and that's why the 10 assists, the 12 rebounds,
Right.
14 points, and he's giving you triple doubles. 2 games in a row, he gave you a triple double by moving him out and letting him facilitate. So I think it's a great move. I think Mike Brown has earned his stripe on this playoff move because they came back from Atlanta down and 2-1 and
they weren't the
ran 'em.
only
And then
teams
ran 'em.
to come back from 3-1 deficit. In fact, the Orlando Magic, they fired their coach.
I know. How do you
Look at
fire
that.
a guy because your players go 0 for 24?
Yeah, it's the players
Brother.
that play the game.
0 for 24.
Yeah. I
we
mean,
talked about this early in the year. Remember when St. John's we talked about they were 0 for the second half. Your NBA team goes 0 for 24, and you fire the coach.
I looked at the end
I
of
fired
game.
a shooting coach.
Yeah, the end of game stat sheet, the coach did not miss a shot in the entire
No,
series.
I know.
You know what, though? That's the way it goes. And then J.B. Bickerstaff, he gets an extension to his contract.
Well, he deserves it.
Yeah,
He's done a nice
for
job in
Detroit.
Yeah.
But the Pistons, they're in. It looked like they were going to die, but it was like the old Hulk Hogan. Remember the sleeper hold? And he would always raise up his finger back in the day.
Had it not been Orlando, because I hate to, for the Orlando fans out there, I hate to say it like this, but not being a big market team,
right?
That was a colossal collapse.
It was a colossal.
I mean, 24 points up at home, and you lose.
See, like Karaoke Cortney, we'll use K's for that colossal collapse. We'll do it in K's. And it was a colossal collapse.
Hey, Courtney, I got a question for you. The Yankees are playing right now. Do you have a score on them? Yankees-Orioles in Major League Baseball? Just in case you get one before. I know they started early tonight. It's the only reason I asked.
The fourth of a four.
7.
What's that?
They started 7.
Yeah, it started 7. Yeah, it's a little later.
I thought I saw
Rockies right now.
Mets and Rockies. I saw 5 o'clock. I was just curious because it's unusual for a 4-game series to go.
It's the Mets, though, that started
through the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. Through the weekend. All right. Well, thank you.
Well, it's 12 games on the Major League Baseball docket today. A couple of them started earlier prior to us going on. The Yankees are
at 7
in action.
I'm a little bummed out about
the fourth of a 4-game series against the Orioles.
Yeah, who they've swept so far.
Oh, yeah, so far, and I expect that they will as well, I believe. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be careful when we say Schlittler. Yeah, you got to put that L in.
Schlittler's pitching.
Yeah, Schlittler's pitching, and I'm telling you, I think he's their secret weapon.
Oh, yeah, he's third in the major leagues in strikeouts with 40 strikeouts.
Yeah. And the Yankees' second best record in overall, record baseball.
They've won 12 out of the last 14.
Yeah, they're on a hot streak.
They are. And
for the most
you know
part.
what? Here's the crazy thing, John. They got guys batting like Grisham.
Right, Grisham leading off
163.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got multiple guys. They had to make a big decision too. The Yankees had to make a big decision.
Volpe, shortstop. Yeah,
and they sent them to the minors.
Isn't that something? That shows you're deep.
Caballero he's doing the job.
He's doing it. Why
he's not
move
batting. He's only batting 230, but it's been as of lately. He's been hot. And how do you take a guy out of your shortstop who's giving you solid defense, steals bases? And the Yankees are winning.
Goes back to the old saying: if it's not broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
They're doing great. Second best record, only like a game and a half or two behind the Braves overall. And they had that little early losing streak, but nothing like we've seen.
Hey, Global Courtney, can you do me one other favor? Check the Ben Rice went out of the game last night. Has anything come up on his injury from the Yankees? Did you hear anything, John? Because I know they said he was holding his thumb, and I saw Goldschmidt came in to replace him. Yeah. Now, there's a guy batting 345, 13 homers. He hits his 13th. What does Judge do? Judge says, oh, yeah? Oh, I hit 13, just so you know. It did say they lifted him, right?
Yeah.
That could be bad.
It would be
if
bad.
It's his thumb, it's
Ben
bad.
Rice.
Because they think he hit his thumb on a helmet throwing the ball. 345. 13 homers and 40 RBIs. That you can't lose that.
Oh, that is, yeah, that'd be major for them. Ben Rice, he's been one of the reasons why they've got the record that they do.
Absolutely.
For the most part. And I tell you what, you mentioned helmet, and I don't know if anybody saw that. What was it? It was the. I'm trying to recall that now. There was a couple of pitchers out there. What was it? Davinsky of the Pirates. Did you see where he intentionally threw into, what's his name, Sal for the Cincinnati Reds? Trying to think.
Oh, is that why they brawled? I heard there was a brawl.
Yeah. Well, because the batter called a timeout. I'm going to try to bring that up, but because I'm not going to, give.
Are you using
Karaoke
your
Cortney
laptop or
too
your
much.
phone?
Yeah,
I said,
the
you using your laptop?
I'm going to have to bring that.
John's old school, just in case anybody wants to know. Montecarlo usually has a pad,
Oh,
a notebook pad with a spiral.
Oh, thumbing
He's
through.
he's not a laptop guy. He's a spiral notebook.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Boston Red Sox left-hander Tyler Samaniego hit the Astros first baseman Christian Walker in the head. And it says a 93-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball. And it broke the C part off of his helmet. He didn't have to be hospitalized. But man, I mean.
What do you mean? You talking about the earpiece?
Yeah, the earpiece. Yeah, broke that off, cracked the helmet.
Wow.
93 miles an hour.
You can't listen. I believe high and tight. I mean, not high and tight. I believe if you want to brush somebody back, Bob Gibson lived by it. But he wasn't afraid to tell you that he was throwing it. But you can't throw at somebody's head, not with the velocity these guys throw. You can't throw at somebody.
No.
And hit him in the S.
Exactly.
Am I allowed to say S?
92 mile per hour sinker.
A little late to worry about.
Yeah,
a little late. Chris Davinsky, 92 mile per hour sinker. That's what made contact with the upper body of Sal Stewart. Sal Stewart of the Cincinnati Reds.
Sounds like you're talking about guys that work at Macy's.
I'm telling you, either that or
Sal Stewart. Who is Sal Stewart?
Or cutting up chicken at Chipotle. Oh, hey, we got to give them a plug every now and then. Right? The quad chop. But I mean, all of a sudden, these guys are, man, the pitchers are really, they're going after some of these guys.
Listen, it was in the day. I think it still is today. You hit mine, I'm going to hit yours.
Right.
CC Sabathia, I remember there was an interview when they were doing his life. They followed him around for his last year, and he flat out, I think it was, I'm trying to think who they hit. They hit Jeter. And CC he was coming out. First of all, he was balking from the dugout before they even took the mound. And he knew when he grabbed that ball that he was hitting the first guy up, and I wouldn't have wanted to have been that guy because CC's a big man.
Just throwing it back to the NBA real quick, because there is so much to talk about that. It would probably take up a good half the show. But one thing, Spirit Airlines isn't doing any traveling right now.
I heard that.
Exactly. But who is doing?
That's because they're out of business.
That's exact. But who's doing a lot of traveling? NBA basketball players. Have you taken notice of that? Have you slowed down some of that if you have the ability to slow it down and see how many steps they actually take? There's a whole lot of traveling in the NBA. They're taking
you're
3,
talking about
4.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mean the.
No, I thought you were talking about they're traveling by plane because we were talking about Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, the road trips are notorious.
No, but there's a new word for it, John. It's not traveling. It's a Eurostep.
A Eurostep.
Have you heard them say that?
Is that what they're calling
it? And he's got he just did the Eurostep. Well, I'm like, what is a Eurostep? That's a walk. In any time, back in the day, that's a walk.
It is.
Now they call it a Eurostep.
Right, because even with the pivot foot, remember, if you lift your pivot foot and then so there's certain things, but they're trying to do it.
Not even like to move your pivot foot. And some of these guys,
you can't.
Some of these guys will shuffle that thing all the way off. Porzingis was famous for that.
But they're saying that it's if it's a star of the game, let's say a big name, or a fast break, they're going to let that go.
Oh, sure,
because
it led to a dunk or something. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I get it.
But I don't know. I've probably watched a little bit more basketball than I have because it's the playoffs.
Yeah,
and I'm seeing that even at this time of year in the playoffs.
Yeah. What'd you think of the NHL? That's been some fun stuff.
Oh man, let me tell you what a score 9-6.
Oh,
the Avalanche.
The Avalanche game
over the Wild.
Yeah,
I told you the Wild.
Yeah,
they're wild, all right.
Yeah, they are.
But that game was like there weren't any goalies in the game.
No, and but in the
some high skilled shots though. If you saw the way
these
plucking
guys,
them out of
they're
the air.
amazing. Just like the Canadian goal, that one for the Lightning.
Yeah,
where he redirected that midair.
2-1, the final score there. So. Yeah, Tampa Bay. I don't know how anybody feels about that. That eliminates the state of Florida. The Cup is not going to be in Florida. Yeah, we knew it wasn't going to be in South Florida. Now it's not even going to be in the Tampa area.
Yeah, which is amazing to me. That Florida, the hockey state, which is crazy.
And let's say Karaoke Cortney probably has an opinion about this. Could the NHL Stanley Cup go to Canada for the first time since, I believe, 1993, when I believe it was the Canadiens that won?
Yeah.
I think they
possible.
Have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely isn't going to Boston.
Well,
I know.
Not going to. The two of them.
the Bruins.
The Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres and the Canadians. They haven't met since like 1990 in a playoff game. So.
They've had, no reason to meet because the records haven't. And, the Canadians, they're like the Yankees in baseball.
Well, the old Canadians haven't won in years.
Oh, no.
I mean, we're going back to Kenny Dryden and Guy Lafleur.
Guy Lafleur.
Yeah.
And
Robinson. Yeah, Larry Robinson.
Larry Robinson, yeah.
They
Bob Gainey, all those guys.
They beat the Yankees. They beat the Rangers in the 1980. That's when we had John Davidson, Johnny Flop, because he kept on flopping and they scored. But the Canadians swept them. I mean, they were so good back then.
Yeah.
They really were.
Yeah, and he also did John Davidson. He was a great host of That's Incredible on ABC also.
Yeah. Johnny D.
Yeah.
Johnny D actually went on to be the GM of the Rangers, then a GM for multiple teams, but he also was a radio guy. Speaking of radio guys. John Sterling.
Yeah, John Sterling. There's a name.
Passed away today.
Did he today?
Yep.
Wow.
86 years old. Very sad.
Yeah. He had to be up.
7 World Series with the Yankees. Long time. It caught everybody by surprise because he retired to go enjoy life with his family. And this was a shocking death because he had no bad health. He hadn't missed he didn't miss a game. He called 2,300 straight games without missing until he got ill in 2009. He missed the weekend series because he was sick. Other than that, he never missed a game.
Yeah.
Sad. Sometimes these guys retire and they have they're a little bit lonely and, it's not.
Things happen. We see that in all walks of life.
That's what I'm
when
saying.
somebody retires.
Yeah.
Then
Next thing you know, they got a second job, at the golf course usually.
That's it. Working at Culver's.
Well, my father working at the bar as a customer.
Somewhere just to be around people.
Yeah.
You hear about that.
Yeah. My dad actually plays in an 80-year-old, 70 and over softball league in Bunnell.
Here, in Bunnell, out there on the county road in the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
In the afternoon.
70 and over. Some of these guys can flat out play. Some of them still can go get it. I mean, running the bases and hitting balls over the fence. I'm like,
no reason to be.
I only pray at 80 years old. I'm able to do that.
That's it. No reason to be broken down at age 70.
Yeah.
For some, just getting started. You got a lot of the baggage out of the way. But the NHL. So the Canadians.
Tonight, who plays in the NHL tonight? We got the Ducks tonight, Court. Anaheim Ducks play tonight.
Today we got Ducks and Golden Knights, and Flyers.
Golden Knights. Yeah, Golden Knights coming back to beat Utah. That was Utah had a 3-1 lead, and Golden Knights came back and beat them. And you beat them game 7 on the road.
Yeah.
Beat them good too.
Oh yeah,
beat them 5-1.
A lot of game 7s. Tonight Flyers at the Hurricanes, Ducks at the Golden Knights. Yeah. If I had to pick it, I'd say the Avalanche and the Hurricanes.
Yeah,
Carolina and the.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping for Buffalo.
You're pulling for Buffalo.
I am. I'm about to unveil.
If it can't be the Rangers, you go with Buffalo.
Yeah, because I'm about to unveil a whole new me. First of all, I've never traded teams in my life. I'm not a turncoat, but I'm getting off the jet wagon. It's over.
Does it work that way for you, Tommy Thunder?
I can't do it.
If one of the New York teams, your Yankees,
I've been
you wouldn't pull for the Mets though.
No,
never.
No, I rooted for the Red Sox when it went through Bill. What are you laughing about? When it went through Bill Buckner's legs, I was devastated.
And let me put the question to Karaoke Cortney.
She's a Yankee fan living from Boston.
No, but I was going to say she's a Giants fan. But if they're out of it, she wouldn't be caught pulling for the Jets.
No. Courtney, would you root for the Jets or the Patriots?
The Patriots.
Yeah. That's right, because you met Tom Brady.
Yeah, I did.
That's good enough.
10.
I was like 4.
That makes you a fan for life.
That was only 10 years ago.
So that's interesting. She would go out of the state of New York. She wouldn't start pulling for Josh Allen and the Bills. She would go over to
but see, here's
the producers team.
Right? Here's my thing. See the thunder?
A little thunder, a little boom.
Here's the thing.
Must be partly cloudy.
There's only one New York team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And it's the Buffalo Bills. Jets and Giants both play in Jersey. I mean, that's reality.
Well, you're right.
That's reality. I mean,
as far as where the location.
Listen, when the Jets were in Jersey, when they first moved to the Meadowlands, they still had their practice facility, their headquarters, everything was still on Long Island in New York. So that, to me, they were still a New York team. They just didn't have a stadium to play in. I mean, that was the unfortunate. I didn't blame them. Shea Stadium was a dump. That's the reason Leon Hess took them out of there, but they went to the Meadowlands. So, but then when they moved their practice facility, and now hey, listen, you pay Jersey taxes, you're a Jersey team. You're not a New York team. So don't give everybody this false mistake that when they're live from New York. You're not live from New York. You're live from Monocacy, New Jersey. That's where you're live from. Where Jimmy Hoffa's buried.
Yeah,
That's sort of.
See that, right? And Courtney's a Giant fan. She, listen, the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to be wearing Buffalo Bills gear the rest of the year.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, it's the same, kind of like in Miami when they say live from Miami Gardens, Florida, and
that is Miami Gardens. It's not Miami.
It's Miami Gardens, but they dress it up. They make it sound, but
like they're in South Beach because they show you pictures of South Beach.
Exactly. That's where the cameras are. Even in college football coverage, they do that. But if they knew Miami like I know Miami, they would know that's a rough neighborhood. As Dangerfield would have said, a rough crowd.
Rough crowd.
Absolutely. So Kimmy Antonelli.
Where's that?
Check it out.
Oh, you've never been to Miami?
That's why I moved here, was to go to Miami. I hit Palm Coast and I said, no, I'm done driving.
And you stopped in Palm Coast.
Look at that.
You fell short. Yeah, that's deserving.
Boy, how appropriate that sound effect is.
No kidding. We'll have Johnny take us down.
Antonelli wins, but he couldn't drink the alcohol. I guess he was drinking.
He's 19, huh?
He must have been drinking apple cider.
Yeah, like when we go to church, they give everybody grape juice now. No wine.
There you go.
Well, in the Catholic churches in New York, you're getting wine. You ain't getting grape juice.
Let me tell you, that young man, he is the Tyler Reddick of Formula One racing. 3 straight Formula One
incredible.
wins.
What did Tyler Reddick do this weekend?
Well, Reddick, I think, finished in the top 10, but he did not win. It was Chase Elliott comes up with his second win in 11 races so far on the NASCAR season. So that's the NHL, NBA. Hey, first woman, trainer, Sherry LaRue, I believe is her name. Anyways, we're running out of time. But the
first,
first trainer,
John, for the first time, John was stuck for the first time.
But, I don't want to, but Miss Sherry, I'm going to go there. Miss Sherry, first trainer.
Her name is difficult for the Kentucky Derby. Yeah. First female ever.
DeVoe, that's her name. Sherry DeVoe.
That's right.
My apologies.
And I can tell you this, that's a big deal. That's a big deal in a men's game. I mean, that's a men's sport. Yeah. I mean, and to have a female trainer, it was a good story. That's where were you at the track with your father-in-law?
I took him down there and I stayed. The weather was very bad.
I kind of noticed that you thumbed me when I called you to see if you needed an extra.
It was a crazy day Saturday.
Yeah, well, I was trying to go with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Next, 2 weeks from now, it's the Preakness.
All right, we'll go.
State.
Well, all right. Courtney, thanks for joining us from wherever you are in Hawaii. I think you're in Hawaii, aren't you?
On special assignment.
Special assignment.
That's it.
Thanks
Tommy Thunder, Courtney.
Right. We want to give a big shout out to the U.S. News and Entertainment Network for producing this show. Please like, subscribe, and share to stay up to date.